Most entrepreneurs wake up already panicked. Your brain hits the ground running. Bills, deadlines, emails you didn't answer yesterday. No peace, just noise. But what if the first 5 minutes of your day could flip the entire script? What if you could interrupt the stress before it owns you? Stay with me. I'm going to show you exactly how. Here's what's happening. Your brain wakes up in threat mode. That stress response is already flowing. You wake up and your mind immediately floods with a to-do list. Major tasks that are due today. People you couldn't get to yesterday. Problems that were unresolved from earlier in the week or last week. The pressure begins to mount as you think about your day. And here's the thing. There's no pause between waking and stress. And the reality is this sets the tone for your entire day. It's hard to break the stress response. It's hard to get into a calm state. And all you can think about is how to get things done as fast as possible so you can get into what's really important. So here's what changes everything. 3 simple practices bundled together. It only takes 5 minutes. This 5-minute reset does one thing. It interrupts the pattern. So here's step 1, the pause. Before anything else, pause for 10 seconds. Close your eyes and notice the stress without fighting it. And I encourage you to do this without judgment. Be kind to yourself. Know that this is typically how you wake up. This is what goes on every morning. You're just noticing it. This is the interrupt. This breaks the cycle. This simple practice of pausing, even for 10 seconds, causes you not to move headlong into a stress response. And the key is you're not trying to fix anything yet. You're noticing and you're looking at it without judgment, knowing that the stress is mounting and it's there. Now comes the breathing. This is step 2. I encourage you to use the box breathing technique, something that the Navy SEALs do and find very effective. And so many entrepreneurs, business owners, and high achievers have found this effective as well. You breathe in for 4, you hold for 4, you breathe out for 4, and then you hold for 4. And then you do this 3 times. And it takes about 2 minutes. So again, you're breathing in for a 4 count, you're holding for 4, you're breathing out for a 4 count, and then you're holding again for 4. As you do this 3 times, it allows your central nervous system to reset. Your body shifts from threat mode to calm mode. Technically, it's switching from the sympathetic nervous system to the parasympathetic nervous system. And just think of it that threat mode, the stress mode, is something you don't want to live in, and you can't think your way out of it. And that's the thing. We're trying to think our way out of stress, and really we need to do something. We need to experience something to bring ourselves into calm mode. And breathing is one of the greatest ways to do this. The next step, step 3, is gratitude. Think of 3 things, and it doesn't matter how small they are. 3 things that you're thankful for and have gratitude for. As you wake up, it could be simply your first cup of coffee, your bed, you're alive. You have someone in your life that cares about you. See, gratitude anchors you in something real. It also brings you into a positive mindset, and it shifts your brain from problem focus to abundance focus. You know, the reality is the more we think about problems and what's causing our stress, the more we will experience those very problems and the stress. For example, think about email. If you think that you can get to your email as quick as you can in the morning and you try to problem solve various emails that need to be answered, responded to, or just filtered, and you're really trying to get to inbox 0, or at least everything's taken care of regarding your inbox so you can check that off, you know, 2 hours later, 3 hours later, there's more email. Like it's a never ending thing. We're constantly dealing with email, and it's like a myth, or it really is deceiving to think that, you know, if you can get through your inbox as quick as you can in the morning, then you'll be in a better place. But if we structure how we do our day, if we structure how we do our email and messaging and correspondence, in communication, it just goes much better for us. You don't want to start your day with thinking what needs to be done and who needs to be communicated to, what fires needed to be put out. You want to do this bundled practice in these 3 steps, the pause, the breathing, and the gratitude, to shift your focus that allows you to move forward in a positive way. And then you can begin to transition into your day and think about what really needs to be done. The 20% that gives you 80% of the results, and not get caught in the trap of doing the 80% that doesn't give you the results you need. So this bundled practice is simple and it's easy to put in place, and it's a great way to start your day versus moving into stress. Here's the magic. These three work together. Pause interrupts, breathing resets, and gratitude anchors. I want to encourage you to do all three every morning for 1 week and notice how you show up differently. Notice how your day changes as you begin your day with less stress and more calm. And the beautiful thing is you can visit this late morning, midday, or even after lunch, after you take a break. I encourage you to go for a walk on your break and create some movement and context switch where you're moving out of your office, away from your desk, and just doing something physically that will interrupt the stress. But you can come back from a midday break. And if you start experiencing stress again as you're looking at your to-do list for the rest of the afternoon, do this bundled practice again. Just pause for a moment, acknowledge and see the stress that you're feeling or that's mounting up, and then begin to breathe. Do that breathing exercise, the box breathing method, and then remind yourself of what you were grateful for earlier in the day, and just remind yourself of the goodness of those 3 or 4 things. That's it. 5 minutes. Pause, breathe, gratitude. You do this tomorrow morning before you check your phone, before you think about your business, and you're going to feel the difference immediately. Now, if you want the full system to build this into a real morning ritual that sticks, I've got something coming called Calm in 7. It's a free challenge where I walk you through this step by step for 7 days. The link is in the description below. Do this 5-minute reset tomorrow morning, then come back and let me know what shifted. This is Dr. Sean. Make it a great day.